Hello everyone and welcome back to the Virtual Factuela. I think it's time for a bit of a channel update, isn't it? It's been a bit quiet in here lately, and partially that's because the last few months of 2022 were very busy, traveling around teaching workshops, leaves very little time, but the biggest reason for that is that Mila and I have recently moved house. We moved to a very nice flat with a lot more space than we previously had. But as you will probably know, moving house does take a lot of time, does take a lot of energy, and currently this is about as much as a clear background as I can manage. So as a result, I haven't really been able to make much videos recently. I did make a few things for patrons, so I guess that's a perk of supporting me on Patreon, but otherwise no serious amount of videos for YouTube by and large. Now, that also gave me some time to think about where I want to go with the channel. So instead of just apologizing for being a bit quiet in here, I'd also like to take this opportunity to talk about where I want the channel to go in the next year or so. Looking back at 2022, I'm very happy with most of the videos I created. They were generally considered to be quite interesting and helpful by people, and I want to keep doing that. But at the same time, I also noticed that trying to improve the editing, the camera work, and also just putting more research before I actually sit down and film stuff does take more time. So the ridiculous pace at which I've been putting out videos in the past might not be something I can maintain in the long run next to a full-time job, and actually trying to get some training in for myself as well. So probably what you'll be seeing in the future on Virtual Factuela is slightly higher quality videos, at least with a bit more research put into them and slightly better at editing, but then also maybe once a month or every other month or so. And similarly, what I'd also like to do is to focus a bit more on some of the running projects that I have. So I look back at the stash of footage that I shot over the last year or so that I didn't use yet, and there's some pretty good stuff there. Embarrassingly, there's a full armored sparring bout that I didn't put out yet, and I recorded literally everything from Figueiredo's Simple Rules in front of a castle and didn't publish it yet. So I'm going to try and put some effort into actually getting stuff like that out there. At the same time, there's also like a bunch of projects, like trying to go through the entirety of Lecküchner, focusing on the Hauptstücke. I'd like to actually make more than like a video every 3 months for that. So that's basically what you can expect in the coming time. I'm going to be working to actually get that Figueiredo video out because it's cool, great swords are amazing. I have some plans to do more on Lecküchner, get videos out on that subject. And finally, towards the end of the year, I might be able to actually talk about that very interesting pike fencing projects that I've been part of so far. And finally, I've managed to also find some people who are similarly crazy like me about armored fencing, so I might actually do some work with them as well. So that's about it. That is what you can expect. Maybe somewhat fewer videos, but I'll try to really make them of a high quality, make them very interesting. And also, I'd like to actually stick to some of the projects that I started and actually get them finished over the coming year or so. Anyway, thanks for sticking with me, even if I'm a bit quiet at times. And also, I hope you will enjoy the videos in the coming year. I'm very excited for it and hope you are all as well. Cheers!